Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to our channel once again. There is something which I said on this platform, and I'm going to repeat it again. That the person who is going to destroy William Ruto, especially in Mount Kenya, is not Rigathi Gachagua. The person who is going to finish William Ruto completely out of Mount Kenya is none other than Ndindi Nyoro. Yesterday, Ndindi Nyoro destroyed William Ruto completely. I want you to listen to Ndindi Nyoro.
It is the first time in Kenya we have seen an individual camouflaging as a Tanzanian, a Kenyan, and buying cement companies. Ati ya kwamba sasa simiti ya Kenya ile mlikuwa mnajua yote, majina yake yote, hizo kampuni imenunuliwa na mtu anajifanya ati ni wa regional investor, lakini huyo ni Mkenya mnaonaga kila siku. That is what politicizing the NSC is. Politicizing NSC ni kununua hizo kampuni za simiti, you politicize them, you come and lie to Kenyans, it's a Tanzanian, and it is you. The next thing of politicizing the NSC, ni mtu anakuja anasema ananunua media house katika hapa Kenya. Ati anasema a regional investor is buying a media house in Kenya. Is not a regional investor. That company is listed in the NSC. And the person buying the company is not a Tanzanian. It is a Kenyan. And we know you. Na sasa munataka kuhadaa wa Kenya. And I'm setting this final warning to them. Ya kwamba sasa mumemnyakua kila kitu. Mambo ya mafuta kutoka downstream to upstream. Sio wanabiashara tena, ni wanasiasa. Na munajipanga EPRA ati mutaongezea wa Kenya bei ya mafuta kesho ama kesho kutwa. Mutajua hamjui. Ati munajifanya munaongeza bei ya mafuta, munasema Iran. Before you tell us about Iran, you'll have to tell us who are the owners of the G2G companies who are fleecing Kenyans of their money. Before you tell us about Iran, tell us about the fuel levy of 7 shillings that you added in 2024. Before you tell us about Iran, muondoe hiyo fuel levy. Before you tell us about Iran, mukuje muondoe VAT ambayo mliongeza ya 8%. From there we can start listening to those Iran stories. Na mukiongeza wa Kenya bei ya mafuta, the following day I am going to tell Kenyans, you people who are involved in the oil business in Kenya. Munajifanya hapa G2G na ni nyinyi. Munakuja na suti munasema tunatoa mafuta pale Turukana. Mafuta ya Turukana. Mwenye anachiba anaona hii video na anajijua. Na anasema ati anataka kutumia pesa ya umma ajitegee railway ya kuendea mafuta yake yenye ni yeye anachiba. Atumie pesa ya umma kutengeneza railway, sio kusafirisha watu wa Turukana ama kufupisha safari kwa watu wa Turukana, kubebea yeye mafuta yake. We must differentiate between personal ambitions to be the wealthiest person in Africa and the aspirations of our country. We have to differentiate that. Wewe endelea na ambition yako, tajirika, lakini wacha nchi ya Kenya pia iende kwa mienendo yake.
Ladies and gentlemen, why do you think Ndindi Nyoro decided to destroy William Ruto the way he did yesterday? Because in politics, nothing just happened out of mere coincidence. There is no way Ndindi Nyoro can just wake up and start attacking William Ruto the way he did. He's doing this because of the following. Number one, Ndindi Nyoro is laying the ground to officially dump UDA party and William Ruto. We all know that if there's one man who really played a major role during William Ruto's campaigns in the last election, that man was none other than Ndindi Nyoro. If age were on his side at that time, I'm 100% sure that probably Ndindi Nyoro would have been the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. And again, I remember at some point, Kimani Ngunjiri once revealed to the entire country that when they were negotiating for the position of the running mate, at some point they reached a dead end. Rigathi Gachagua wanted, majority of members of parliament wanted Professor Kithure Kindiki. William Ruto called him, Ndindi Nyoro, Rachel Ruto, Ruto himself, and who was that? There were 5 people. And that's where now they finally settled on Rigathi Gachagua as the deputy president. That shows you that Ndindi Nyoro used to be a key player for William Samoei Arap Ruto. In fact, personally, I'd expected William Ruto to mentor Ndindi Nyoro to succeed him. So what Ndindi Nyoro is currently doing, he's actually just laying the ground to dump William Ruto and UDA. That's number 2. I think it's about Mount Kenya politics. Ndindi Nyoro is now emerging as the bridge between Rigathi Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta. Because in the mountain today, they are divided. There are those who are with Rigathi Gachagua, and they're the majority. And there are those who feels that Uhuru Kenyatta told them not to vote for Ruto, but they did not listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. And therefore, this time around, they should listen to Uhuru Kenyatta. But the truth of the matter is that in Mount Kenya, as we speak, that's the truth. In Mount Kenya, as we speak today, Uhuru and Rigathi, they are not speaking the same language. There are attempts to bring them together, but they are not. So Ndindi Nyoro is now coming as a bridge between the two. His emergence will allow Uhuru Kenyatta and his supporters, Rigathi Gachagua and his supporters to come together. Because what I'm foreseeing is a situation where Ndindi Nyoro is now the face and the future of Mount Kenya politics. I'm saying this because in the last election, he was one of the people who are closely associated and campaigned for William Samoei Arap Ruto. I don't know what you think. Do you think Ndindi Nyoro can actually manage the high-octane politics currently being witnessed in Mount Kenya? Number 3, I'm looking at 2027 politics. You see, politics is local. The first thing you have to do, you have to listen to the ground. What is the ground saying? Because if you don't listen to the ground, the returning officer will announce your opponent. So I think Ndindi Nyoro is currently listening to the ground. What is the ground saying? And the ground is telling him that you have to make a move. And that move, you have to leave that side of William Ruto completely. And where should you move to? You should move to Rigathi Gachagua. How do you do that? You attack William Ruto. By attacking William Ruto, then what does that signals? The end. So if you're to ask me, Ndindi Nyoro is responding to the ground. And the ground is telling him, do not work with Ruto. And the only way is to start attacking William Ruto. The ground in Mount Kenya is one term. Though, should I go there? I fear you guys. Though I've always asked myself why Mount Kenya is always one term, but when it comes to vote, that's where they draw the line and vote for UDA candidates. But I want to assume it's one term. So it's attacking Ruto as part of listening to the ground. Remember, Ndindi Nyoro has a national image. And because he has a national image, he has a future politically as far as Mount Kenya politics is concerned. And because his politics is also a bit refined, Ndindi Nyoro is not like Rigathi. You see, Rigathi is a very good politician. In fact, any political leader requires a Rigathi Gachagua in his or on his side. But Rigathi is too erratic. He makes a lot of mistakes. Ndindi Nyoro does not make mistakes. He's been attacking Ruto, but he's never gone personal. He's attacking Ruto on what he understands, business, what he understands, economy. Like the attack on Ruto is about some questions which Kenyans have also been asking. In fact, in my next video, I want to reveal to you guys why Ruto acquired Nation Media. And number 3, and lastly, Ndindi Nyoro is a man on a revenge mission. I want to tell you one thing, that politics is very interesting and very dirty. We might not really know what transpired between Ndindi Nyoro and William Ruto. Of course, for Rigathi and Ruto, we can tell because they were not compatible in the first place. But for Ndindi, we might not know. And we might also not know the kind of sacrifice he made for William Ruto to become the president of the Republic of Kenya. We can't know. Which means, as things stand today, he's very bitter and very angry. And is going to deal with William Ruto perpendicularly as part of his revenge. He was removed as the chair of the budget committee. That's where Ndindi Nyoro made his money. Because Ndindi Nyoro today is a billionaire. He can't be that genius to be a billionaire. Ndindi Nyoro was just a personal assistant to Irungu Kenyatta, constituency manager. From there, he became a member of parliament. Now he's serving his second term. Even if he's a stockbroker, he can't be in the league of billionaires, but he is. So you never know. Maybe kuna biashara alioshwa, you never know. So Ndindi Nyoro is actually going to revenge on William Ruto, and is the man who is going to destroy Ruto in Mount Kenya completely. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.